What's going, guys? So today's gonna be this similar type of video that I've been doing the past couple weeks. Actually, 1 week. We're doing like a series of giving tips, and today's gonna be different type of video where we're gonna be telling you pro tips that maybe not many content creators tell you, and they're coming from me. Playing competitively since like what, September now, and just some things that I've learned that have helped me progress as a player. And I was like, might as well just share some of these things. Some of these things may be similar to what I've already talked about. But that's fine. I'm gonna go in specific detail. That's what I always want to do is get into more specific detail when I'm talking about, so things make more sense. Correct. These videos in the background are from scrims. I know you guys want to watch some scrim videos on my channel, right? And so I might as well have the background gameplay as scrims. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get into it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was cameras and broken angles, right? In this game of COD Mobile, everything's online, right? And servers are laggy. Everyone has different pings. So playing on angles such as head glitches, you see me through my gameplay, right? You'll see me playing a head glitch to defend certain positions. That's what everyone does. And the reason for that is because it's such a great position, and it's super hard in this game to take a person off a head glitch. Like, you have to have an insane skill to be able to remove a person off a head glitch, right? Laser them off a head glitch. Because usually when in a head glitch, you have the advantage. And it's not just like sitting on the head glitch, right? I'll explain that in detail, but I want to talk about cameras in this angle. So, I want to talk about cameras, right? In this game, what I mean by cameras is, peeking angles, certain angles, and peeking angles where they can't see you, but you can see them and you can kill them. That's really normal for this game, right? Is to slide peek someone and they can't even react to you, right? Because that's just the camera angle, they can't see you. For example, if you're on this, on Summit right here, for example, the head glitch on top control, we're behind that box. If you keep like proning and crouching, they can't see you, right? But and you can just kill them so easily. So if you're just proning and then crouching, proning and crouching, it's called snaking, right? On the head glitch, that's what most people call it. That's how I call it, right? And that angle is so good for holding top control. For example, in S&D when they're pushing from the offense. And you can just sit on the head glitch, right here when I'm running on the right, right there on the right. If you just prone and crouch up, they can't see you, right? It's just so OP. And there's so many angles like that on the game. Another example is every bomb site on S&D, right? If you're on the bomb, dude, it's impossible to kill that person off the bomb head glitch. It's just so hard, And these are just different types of tips you can use, to like I said, to make the overall point is to get more kills and win the game, right? And that's just a tip, for me is, if you're posting up on a head glitch, you gotta understand the right moment to do it, and understand how long you can hold a head glitch before you get flanked or something like that. Because in solo rank, you can't rely on your teammates. That's just how it is, and that's just and that's just broken angles, right? Sitting on head glitches that are like too good, right? And that's just how it is. And by meaning cameras, I want to be more specific on cameras. Is when you're slide peeking angles, you'll see me playing these games where I'm constantly sliding every angle, every doorway. That's just how the game works. In my opinion, how it should be played. You can slide jump peek. The reason you do that is because if you slide, right, it would make like an illusion that maybe you're not there and like they can't see you. That's why sometimes when you die, man, like you don't even know how you died. Like you clearly like didn't even see him and he killed you. That's because if you slide, it's like a bit of a delay. It depends on the lag in the server, or sometimes you can't even see the player, and it's so annoying, man. In this game, that's why this game needs to be fixed with that, but it can't really be fixed. Like, for example, right there, dude, like, I couldn't even react to that guy. Like, that guy just totally destroyed me. I didn't even see him. But that's not even a good example there. But yeah, that's just camera angles. You slide peek. I would suggest slide peeking every corner. Before you pick an angle, make sure you slide peek. Like, if you watch my gameplay and analyze it truly, you'll see how, I'm checking every angle, peeking every angle. And I literally, before like 2 seconds, like, you want to slide like mid-slide into an angle, right? You don't want to like slide and like be stagnant and be stable and you're just gonna die. You're gonna be mid-slide through an angle, still sliding when you exit the angle, and then you kill the guy. And that's just camera angles. A little bit of an explanation on camera angles. I'm not really sure if I explained it too well, and hopefully you understand that. And what else I want to talk about is that when you're in a head glitch, you can be like an asshole, dude, and just like sit on a head glitch and just peek prone up and down, prone and crouch on a head glitch. Because that makes it super, like, the servers, like I said, don't coordinate with like how you look like on an angle, right? If you prone up and down, dude, you're not going to see the head, man. Like, you won't be able to see the player, and sometimes you don't even see the guy and you just die off a head glitch. because that's what a lot of pro players do. Is what they do is they sit in a head glitch and they keep proning and sitting and crouching, proning and crouching. For example, some head glitches, like I said, on Summit, on Raid, and the basketball court, they have that head glitch on basketball is a good one, or Laundry is a good one. Any ring, in the ring on P1 on hardpoint, anything on that, all head glitches around ring, you just prone up and down those, and it's gonna be impossible to kill that person unless you maneuver around them or use utility to kill them, because that's what you have to do, right? Or stand up here on this head glitch right here, you just see me proning and scoping, right? And that's just another tip that you can use to get more kills and be a better player, right? And that's how it is. And another tip I always ask is I wanted to say is use higher streaks, right? If you're using the low streaks, you're not motivated to do get higher streaks, right? If you could just do lower streaks and get the bare minimum and you want to be a better player, I'd recommend putting higher streaks. The Predator Missile, the Cluster Strike, and you can put like a Stealth Chopper or a VTOL. Any of the higher streaks are good. Because if you're using higher streaks, you get more motivated to play the game better and play a bit more passive and understanding the game better, and that'll make you a better player. It's just simple logic, right? If you put yourself to higher expectations, you'll play better. If you put simple obstacles to make you play better, that'll help you improve. Trust me, I've done it and it works. And give it a try, right? You don't want to just not try it, right? You want to try it out a bit and understand that. And the next tip I have here is pre-firing. Pre-firing can be used in different situations. The main one it's used for, from my opinion, is when you're about to die and there's gonna be people coming, man, and you just kill I'm gonna explain two situations. So one situation is if you kill a guy and you understand the game, you feel like there's another guy, just keep shooting. And if you're one shot, right? If you kill a guy and you're one shot, and you think there's gonna be another guy, just keep shooting. I've done so many times where I just stop shooting because I already killed the guy. I thought that was it. You want to keep shooting for you're almost your whole mag until you have maybe enough bullets left into the mag that it's able to kill one person with just enough bullets, right? That's me. So you want to pre-fire to the point where you have enough bullets left. It takes practice with that, but you can just enter the whole mag, and hopefully by that time you have enough time to heal, and that person will just be like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm dipping, but this guy's he has help, right? That's one tip. Another situation is when you're on a streak, right? And you can pre-fire slowly, just a few bullets pre-fire, right? If you hit the first few bullets and you're still shooting, that definitely helps you in winning the gunfight. I do it all the time where I'm pre-aiming and then I'm still shooting, checking angles, pre-firing every angle. You don't want to be the type of guy to just run around the map and just shooting randomly, right? You want to do it smartly, where you understand there's gonna be might be a possibility of an enemy, and that's just my little tips on basically pre-firing angles. You want to make sure you're slide peeking pre-firing. For example, a good example is on domination, right? If they're capping on a cap, you can just slide peek and just pre-fire. Don't even why would you just peek and not shoot if they're capping? Might as well pre-fire and shoot and get one or two guys off. That's just a tip that I've always had and that I've done, and mostly all pros use that tip. And yeah, that's what what I want to talk about is pre-firing. And what I want to talk about is movement. There's a B-hop, right? Where if you B-hopping is also, actually B-hopping is not really effective these days since what's it called, the tiredness of the character skin, where you can't jump and it's the gun moves up and down and you can't jump as much. But there is one B-hop that's actually pretty good, where you can actually just B-hop and then do a second B-hop that'll make you fling across the air. It takes practice to master. So you jump, if you sprint and you jump, and then once your body hits the ground, you just spam the jump button again, and then you'll see that you B-hop through the air a bit. Not many people use this B-hop, but because it's really hard to master, people would rather prone, drop shot, or just slide peek. Man, I would say that's the more beneficial thing to do. Man, that's just my opinion on that. I'm going to do better B-hops and maybe improve your movement a bit more. And the last thing I want to talk about is recoil control. Me personally, I like to specialize one gun at a time, because if you just use multiple guns, you're not going to master the gun, right? You want to make sure that you can master recoil to its full potential and use specialized one guns. That's why you see me, I use the Type 25 for multiple reasons. I used the BK until it completely got nerfed, and I used the K until it got completely nerfed, and now I'm using the Quarter, right? You always want to use guns that you're comfortable with and that you've mastered. And hopefully, these tips. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself. I want to be specific as possible in these tips. Hope you guys can go in these matches and try them out and see how you do. And yeah, it's gonna be basically the end of the video here. If you made it this long, I appreciate it, man. I love you. Not many people watch the entire video. It's crazy that some people actually do. And listen to me talk. But anyways, I hope the mic holds it better. My mic holds pretty shit. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, guys. Thanks. Yeah, see you guys.